come across the other day. What's the price you're gonna pay?
Oh, wonderful family, giving thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Give thanks for your presence with us once again. Of course, you know you're well in tune to Radio Anu. This is the international flavor, the universal spice. Great joy and happiness and oneness and harmony and everything else that is with us. And of course, you know, a moment ago, I think I said we have Brother Dr. Kemet Shockley with us. In fact, Dr. Shockley will be coming in at about 1:30 thereabouts. That's when Dr. Shockley will be coming in. Brother Franz de Freitas is with us. Oh, okay. No, well, he will be coming in any moment now, momentarily. He was there with us already, so no fault of his specifically, but for sure he'll be coming in, and that's Franz de Freitas, definitely a son of the soil right here in Antigua. So we have a son of the soil that will be stepping in to, give us a word of inspiration and information here on Patreon's Day. And I know I see him coming in. Let me just touch base. Brother Franz de Freitas, how are you?
Good morning, the Honorable Priest Isaac.
Blessed love, my good brother. Pardon me for missing you that first time around. You are live and direct right here with us on Radio Anu, talking about the international flavor and the universal spice. How is it with you, my good brother? Blessed love.
Yeah, it's excellent with me, and it's a privilege and pleasure to be on Anu Radio with you as we seek to share and have a dialogue on the topics that you have prescribed.
Yes, before you go into anything you wanted to dig into, we just celebrated 41 years of independence here, right here in the nation of Antigua and Barbuda. You want to give me just a little overview on the debate that I would say would have climaxed as it relates to the position that we have as not just as elected officials, but as a populace in general in paying allegiance to the British monarchy, and why I must ask you, not just because you are a political hopeful, but outside of that, you are one of the spearheaders that as it relates to the constitutional change or adjustment or amendment or whatever term you want to put to it here in Antigua. So give us a little overview. It's headline news, really. So just give us a little overview.
Well, certainly, as you know, I support making allegiance to the people of Antigua and Barbuda and the Constitution that governs our country. As we strive towards independence, I want people to understand from my perspective, I don't see that as an event. So while others would celebrate November 1981 as the time when we received independence, I see independence more of a process, the process of continuously being able to care for ourselves and our own. As a matter of fact, if we as the people of Antigua and Barbuda do not continue to work towards being an
See, like we have a little Brother Franz, I don't know if you went mute because you're right there. I can still see you and everything. You're right there, Brother Franz. So let me see. I wonder if it's
Yeah, you can hear me now?
Okay, yes, please. Sorry, go to.
Yeah, I was just saying, if we don't all continue to work together to make sure that our nation remains independent and we don't get sold back to the slave masters, then our independence is never complete. It's a work that is not self-effectuating. We, the people who sought and continue to seek independence, must continue to work towards it every day. And this is just one step, the step of pledging an allegiance to the people who vote us into office, and indeed the Constitution that governs us is the right thing to do.
Right, definitely. Do you think that I know you believe in policy with substance, not just aesthetics and and makeup, but cosmetics. But I know you believe in substance. So if we are to say, listen, we're not going to say we swear allegiance to King Charles the third or whatever the case is, but we're gonna swear allegiance to our people, etc., etc. Very good. Okay, so we have reached thus far. So how are we going to ensure now we have substance behind of this, in the sense, and I think I'm really getting to the whole education and re-education of our people in general. Because people can still go up there and swear to whoever, and they can swear all to God and whoever and still go and stab you in the back. So the educational process, so we understand, because hear me now, I'm going to make it come. You are a part of a team that is dealing with the education process. Yes, especially on that legal aspect. But on the cultural aspect now, so that we can really feel this. Because to me, even when we talk about reparation, I always say, unless we educate the minds of the young ones, not necessarily about reparation, but about who they are, they will never even feel, they'll be numb to reparation. So the substance, how do we add the substance to this new paradigm we may be going into?
Well, Prince, I think you have intimated to it here. And the truth is that I don't separate all the educations. Like people put them in a bucket. Well, there is cultural education, there is spiritual education, there is academic education, there is sports and athletics and trades. I don't see education like that. I see education as one thing that have many parts. And we cannot effectively, we cannot effectively educate our children by separating the education. So the first bit of education must be to know yourself. If you do not know yourself, everything else falls out of the basket that you are carrying. And our education system must be so designed that children start education from birth, and then they continue to be educated until they die. That means that you have to first know who your parents are that bring you, and then you have to understand where they brought you into existence and know where they come from, and then continue to make yourself a better person and your community, your family, a better person. And if we plan our education system like that, then everything else becomes easy for us to execute.
I like how you say that, because within Rastafari, we are celebrating the coronation of Emperor Haile. Well, that was really yesterday, the coronation of Emperor Haile Selassie I on the 2nd of November. And today too, we're celebrating the coronation of Menelik II, who is a predecessor to Haile Selassie I. He is the great, forerunner who warded off the Italians at the Battle of Adowa. All them time Haile Selassie is still a little youth, 4 years old, of them kind of age there. But why I brought that into the conversation, because when we speak of the coronation of Haile Selassie, and I'm dovetailing off of what you just said, you would hear us speak of being the descendant of King Solomon and the 225th emperor of King Solomon, etc. And of course, some people even dispute that, etc. But, it's more than just that. What I was saying is that it's not just Haile Selassie, it's not Menelik, it's not just the royal family. We in Africa, our African tradition, our culture is actually to chronicle those who came before us. So you could go into the house of an Ethiopian, maybe not the modern day Ethiopian now, but let's just say 70 years ago or 100 years ago, it would be customary to go into an Ethiopian house and maybe see on a sheepskin or some leather on the wall names going back at least 500 years. So the point I'm making is that we as a people are coming from a culture where, although you never met him, you know your great-grandfather's name properly too. date of birth. You see how Paddy Simon does spit out them information.
That's it.
And he had to dig for that to some degree, although he was in an environment that would have furnished that, which is, not slowly disappearing, to me, gone. It gone. When I came and met as a child, I ain't seen it here no more. And I think me and you, very similar age, so it's the same thing. So I was just dovetailing. I wasn't even asking a question. I was just adding to what you said.
And let me just say, priest, that what you're talking about is critical, right? You know, I had an opportunity to go and live in Africa for years, right?
Exactly.
And when I go to the village, and I'm not talking necessarily in the developed cities now because it's gone there too, but when I go to the village that is not accessible by cars for the most part, or that I have to drive 4 or 5 hours or ride a bicycle or walk to go to actually the village, and I reach there and I sit down, I am greeted by the village elder and griot, and the story that they tell is the story of what has happened in that village. No, you can't discuss nothing else unless you don't have that story there. No matter where you come from, right? You have a sit down, whether you want to hear them or not, for hear what the village elder have to say. Because nobody else will move 1 foot unless the village elder don't talk, or the head man, or whoever the person be that is responsible for making you as one stranger know when you come into my gates. Here is what I believe. And the truth is, we are not doing that in our communities here. And the reason why our children fall by the wayside is because we do not have a system of making them understand who they are, from whence they have come, and where it is that they are to go. I must big up Rastafari for being the closest group of people who promote this kind of knowledge of who we are, who our ancestors are, and keep us on that pathway. I trust that the education system can reflect the best practices that Rastafari bring to the table.
Yes, my Lord, give thanks. You know, there's maybe 1 or 2 more things I would like to touch upon with you. You know, time is, I wouldn't say short, but we have minimized it for this day. We have a lot of beautiful people coming in, my good brother, you know. I'm sure you would have been listening earlier. We just got through with Brother Ross Wayne Rose. Earlier, Kes Westmore was with us. We have Dr. Kemet Shockley coming in, Sister Empress Ethiopia. Also, she's a daughter of the soil here in Antigua, but she lives in St. Lucia now, the wife of the Honorable Priest Kailash. So we're definitely having a rich day here, my good brother, and inspiring a lot of people who are in tune with us. But on a so-called local level, of course, as I said, you're political hopeful as such. I just want you to just give us an idea how things are looking. I see a lot of roads are being fixed now, and people I haven't seen for a while are visiting regularly. So, so I'm just asking you, you know, a little humor there, how things are looking. I know you know how to temper it.
Yeah, on the local level, priest, my view is to develop my community and add value to that community. I was born in the community of City South, specifically in the village of Ovals, and on Hood Street, now Andy Roberts Street. And the truth of the matter is that the work of community development is neither quick nor easy. And for me, what I have decided to do is to move forward to help those who, at least right now at this point, recognize that they need help. So we have implemented a number of education programs. As we speak now, we have a welding program that will commence in proper on Saturday from 4 to 6, where we are teaching children trade skills in the community. We have done previous trades before. We do CXC classes every day, with the exception of weekends. And so what I am doing is touching the people directly, building relationships with my community that will be the stepping stone and the platform for us to continue to build a stronger community, so that for generations to come, people will know the history. They would know the sons and daughters that this community has produced, and we will be able to be the community on a hill, providing jobs for individuals, providing opportunities for entrepreneurship in the community, having good social structures so that we don't forget our elders and those who are less or differently abled in the community. All I have been doing is every single day working to make a better community. That is my politics. That is how I will continue to develop it. Even after I win, what it will do is position me in the House of Parliament to make laws that affect the people that I represent.
Yes, my brother, give thanks. Well, you know, let me just say, just giving an idea of what is taking place here on radio. And as you know, again, today's Patrons Day. This is the day we really give back to our people, or those who follow us, those who listen to us. As you know, we have some products and services that we offer here, our expertise. So we have created some packages, let's put them that way, to make sure everyone that wants to partake of something can partake and leave today knowing that they have something in hand. But the telethon, my good brother, is a very important part of what we do here for the Patrons Day. And why I'm bringing this to you, because yourself may be more than any other guest I'll have today, maybe more, maybe one other we have an idea, but you more than any other would see on the ground what we do on an annual level as it relates to the essay competition. This is the second year, my brother, that we have brought this telethon to the international community. We have been very transparent and accountable with them. And in a sense, I mean, they never asked for it, but we just want the world to clearly understand the motive and the passion that drives us to make sure that this African History Month essay competition goes through every single year. So we set a budget of this year for $12,000. This is United States currency we're talking about. That would ensure 9 winners, 3 from 3 different sections. So that's first, second, and third from 3 different sections. 9 winners, 9 of course, reasonable prize or prizes, which doesn't exclude plane tickets and vacations as well, when you want to reward children for doing good work. But of course, we know that the motive behind this is to get them in the box to start. Just like when we used to go them fair, Franz, when they dip, when they dig your hand in the dip. I know you remember dip.
Put your hand in the dip, yes.
Ever come out, you get? Well, we have a dip full of African knowledge and history and heritage, and we just want to get the children to dip in their hand and pull out something, reintroduce them to themselves. You know, what's his name? Mansa Musa may be around here. Mansa Musa may be in one of your entrepreneur class, but unless Mansa Musa get a mirror so he can see himself, he will know so he look like. You see, when he go in the book now and read about Mansa Musa, of course, he gonna spark something in him, because it's Mansa Musa spirit in him. So right now, my brother, our pledge, we have, you have the information right there for me, Empress. I think we have about $300 in pledges thus far, and about, no, Raswin did add to it. So we have about $430 in pledges thus far, and we have $120 officially in contribution. And our target again is $12,000. You want to add a word on to that?
Yeah, well, look, as you know, it's not the first time I'm hearing about this. I have supported this over the years financially and otherwise. I think that the work that you're doing here to get children to understand, to know, to be introduced to their Africanness and their heritage is work that needs to be across the whole national platform and the education system in general. It is really heartwarming to see that your organization has taken this mandate, and notwithstanding responses in the past, notwithstanding the difficulties associated with raising funds, that you've pushed it forward. And I will make a public commitment that I would do whatever is necessary, not only on the financial side, but to make sure that the word gets out, the promotion of this event is around to all the platforms that I share, and I would definitely support this effort going forward to make sure that it is successful and you meet the goals.
I appreciate love that because, as you said, you always have, eh? You know,
Yeah.
always, yes, you always have. So we're very thankful for such. My brother, I know, of course, you have a very busy schedule. I'm very thankful for the time that you spent with us right here early in the morning, you know, and I pray that you have a wonderful day. And I will still be giving you an ear sometime during the day, as always. Yes, thanks again and blessed love. And if you want to just leave a last word with the people or sealing words, please feel free. Anything.
Yeah, let me just say thank you for the opportunity to give my voice and to share on this platform, Radio Anu. I think it's important that we continue to dialogue so that we can solve the issues that we face, not only in our families, but as a community and the nation in general in Antigua and Barbuda. Your organization and the platform that you have created seeks to provide an opportunity and a basis to do this. And I'm thankful that you have asked me just to share my thought. Let us make this not be a one-time event, but a continuous process of reaching the people of Antigua and Barbuda and the world in general and sharing what we have to say to them.
Oh, give thanks, my Lord. Blessed love until, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Give thanks continually. Yes, that's the good brother Franz the Freitas. Wow, wonderful. Honorable Empress Naya, that was a wonderful reasoning that we got from the good brother.
Yes. Yes, that was really blessed. I think all of us who are here within Antigua, and not even in Antigua, who are in the greater community who are following you, Honorable, would know that the African Heritage Essay Competition really does impact the lives and then the minds of the youths here. So we are really joining the two, Patreon's Day and the African Heritage History competition, to ensure that it is just as successful as it was the previous year, the year before that, the year before that. And as many of you may know, or if not, this is the 10th year. So Honorable Priest Isaac and the Institute has been at this for 10 years straight, consistently. Even during the pandemic, there was no stopping it. During the years of that, when borders were shutting down, yes, a lot of contributions and coming in still, and advocacy around that has been coming in still. So we give thanks for the support, and ideally we would want this to be, basically taken on by the locals and official government here in Antigua, because they themselves have seen it. This event has been aired on national television. They themselves have seen it prior in terms of what is going on and the works that Honorable Priest Isaac is doing within the youths. Starting with his own youths, that I think that's pretty much the exemplar that we have. We see that his youths are well knowledgeable as it relates to these things, as it relates to African heritage, pride, information, as it relates to the sciences. So we're just continuing the legacy of the essay competition, and with hopes that it will eventually sprout and grow to something that is well established. Now, this essay competition is open to all of the youths here. They do not have to be Rastafari, and it is certainly a thing where many of the children look forward to, because they are awarded the attention, the opportunity to speak about their lineage. They're also afforded with gifts that are very, very supportive of their intellectual endeavors, their creative exploration as youths. So we really are thankful, to have joined Patreon today, this telethon, with the African History and Heritage Essay Competition. And we're looking forward to the pledges, because we know that people are listening there, and they're able to make a pledge, and they're able to make a change and an impact as it relates to our initiative through the Priest Isaac Institute. So be sure to make your pledge. You still have time. You're going to email us. And this is priestisaacInstitute@gmail.com. Pledge any dollar amount that you feel so, to do, whatever your heart calls you to do. And when you make that pledge, we will accept it with the utmost integrity and gratitude. Honorable Priest Isaac, is there something you want to share?
Yes, even as you mentioned that someone was asking about the Cash App. Well, that person was asking actually on the YouTube, but it's still a good question just for all listeners, because usually on the YouTube we just say go into the description below the video and just press it. So if it's not there, it will be there. So those listening on YouTube, all you got to do is go into the description below the video. All the links are there for the radio station, for the Cash App, for the PayPal, but we're going to give you the literal Cash App link right now and PayPal link. Honorable Empress?
Yeah, so for Cash App, it's going to be the $Priest Isaac 27. That's just as simple as it goes there. $Priest Isaac 27. And we're going to share this to the YouTube as well. For the PayPal method, it's going to be the Institute email, Priest Isaac Institute @gmail.com. And you can forward us an email if you want those hyperlinks sent to you, or if you were not able to pledge that way and you would like to pledge in another way. And there's various ways that you can make a pledge towards it. So
positive sound. Yes, family. So give thanks to that, and those who may be just coming in, because this is a fluid day. People coming in, people going in, and people circling in. Some people here in the morning, they say they gotta return in the afternoon. Whatever the case is, remember we have a very special Tiger's Nest tonight, and it will start at 6. So make sure you come at 6, not 7. But anyway, I shouldn't tell you that. You should be here. You shouldn't be going anywhere. This is Radio Anu, the international flavor, the victory sound tonight, the victory sound today. That is why the theme is just victory again, victory again. King Emmanuel, win them, victory again. That is how we push it here. Give thanks continually for the life giver and the keeper of life. Of course, we'll be featuring brother Ras Dre from Black King Sound will be joining us close to the bottom of the hour thereabout, and Black King Sound will be expressing, let's just say, some of their skills and prowess that they have as it relates to the sound world. But I have so many things that I have to share with you, family. Let us be, joyful and be very in the frame or in the spirit of gratitude. That is why we began this morning with affirmation, to affirm ourselves of who we are and what we are getting into. So an affirmation, as I said this morning, one person said to me once, affirmations don't work. And I told him, I totally agree with you. They don't work. You are correct, because you said it. You're the one that says that they don't work. So you are affirming to yourself that they don't work. So that's the only way an affirmation don't work. And obviously it worked, because you made it not work, because you affirmed that it don't work. So it worked. It doesn't work. All right. Definitely, family, give thanks. Just keep it locked. As I said, we have so much more to in store for you. Honorable Empress Ethiopia, Goddess Empress Ethiopia will be coming in soon. Also, Brother Kemet Shockley also will be with us. Remember, we're making way for Honorable Priest Dougie. Yes, I will be talking about the way forward for African freedom and our African redemption. Yes, I, Brother Rain Rose will be special youth university at 4 p.m. And of course, Ancoma Dread will be with us as well, and much more right here on the International Flavor, the Universal Spice. Give thanks for your presence with us. Radio Anu.
Give thanks, blessed love.